Did you know that nearly half of all MOT failures are for simple things? Today I'm going to show you 5 top things to check before your MOT test, and trust me, they could save you time, money and stress. So let's have a look. So first thing on the list that we can test ourselves is our lights. So if we put on our ignition, turn our lights on. From here, if you don't have a friend or a helper with you, then you can use a reflection on the wall or a garage or wherever your car is. If you do it when it's dark, you'll see it more easily. But if you've got a friend with you, get them to walk around and check your lights as you're testing them. But we can turn the lights on. We can operate our indicators to make sure they're working. We've got side lights, which LED on the front of these, and you've got your dip beam, driving lights and your main beam. And then you've got indicator left, indicator right. That's your front lights tested and sorted. Come around to the rear of the vehicle. Again, switch our lights on. Got a left hand indicator, right hand indicator and fog light. We also have brake lights. So foot on the brake, and as you can see, I actually have a brake light out on my driver's side, which will need to be repaired before it goes for MOT. Also, don't forget to check your number plate lights. You can just put your hand under and make sure they're both working. Also, not forgetting our reverse light, which works perfect. Bulbs are quick, easy and cheap to replace, so something you can definitely do at home. The next check we can do is on our tyres. So we want to check all 4 tyres, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to look across the tread pattern here. The legal limit is 1.6mm across the central 3/4 of the tyre. You can either use a tread depth gauge, put it in and read it. This one is at 5mm, or if you don't have access to one of these, you can use a 20p piece. The outer rim on the 20p piece is about 1.6mm. You can slot that into the groove, and if it doesn't disappear, then you probably have around 1.6mm or less, and you should get your tyres changed. Failing that, other checks you can do, you can check the tyre size is the same on all 4 corners, and you can just look around the outer edge, make sure there's no cracks, cuts, bulges or anything like that. And if you're looking across the tread, make sure there's no punctures and stuff like that. Once you've checked all 4 tyres and you're happy, good to go. Our next check we can do is the windscreen and the windscreen wipers. So we need to be checking our windscreen for cracks, chips. Are they in the driver's view or not? Because that can fail an MOT. So if your windscreen's clear like this one, then you want to be checking the wipers. If your wiper blades look like this, then they definitely need replacing. What you can do is just lift them up, run your finger along the rubber here, checking for splits, any cuts or anything like that. And when we operate the wipers, we want to make sure that our washers work and the wipers are clearing the screen completely, not leaving any marks. Then that's good too. The next check we're going to do is under the bonnet. So pop your bonnet. You'll find the latch either down the driver's side or the passenger side, depending on your make and model. And then what we want to do is come and open the bonnet, put up our bonnet stay, and under here we're going to carry out a few checks. So we want to make sure that we have washer fluid topped up, make sure our battery's secure. We want to check our other levels, like our brake fluid levels okay and our coolant levels okay, and then you want to check your oil level. So we're going to be taking a dipstick out, wiping it, putting it back in and pulling it out and making sure it's at the between the minimum and maximum level that it should be. So that's your checks underneath your bonnet that you can do. And then we'll move on to the next one. And lastly, what we want to do is check our number plates are clean. And then if we go inside the vehicle, we just want to make sure our horn works, which it does. And then we're just going to check our seat belts. So each seat belt you want to pull all the way out, and you want to check all the webbing all the way, and then we're going to plug it in. We're going to give it a nice tug and release, just to make sure that the seatbelt clip is working and the seatbelt has no damage whatsoever. And we're going to do that on every seatbelt inside the vehicle. Once we've done all them checks, they're very simple checks, but they all count and will help you pass your MOT without the niggly fails. So that's it guys, 5 super simple checks that you can carry out before your MOT test to make sure you have the best possible chance of passing. If you like the content, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and let me know down in the comments if you've got an MOT coming up and whether you check your own vehicle.